So I'm here with Team FLI athlete Docta P, who is an extreme riverboarder and airboarder, as you've all seen. And now he's going to try a new face level sport. Peter, tell us a little bit about what you're going to do this week.
I'm going to Lake Placid, to the Olympic complex there, and I'm going to be training with the bobsled and specifically the skeleton team. Got invited to go train with them and try out. We'll learn about skeleton, and we'll be on the track a bunch every day, and it should be an exciting time.
Peter, tell us a little bit, what is skeleton?
Skeleton's going down essentially a bobsled track. Everyone has seen those, and it's a big ice track, and you go face first, head first, about 75 miles an hour. You run as fast as you can for 20 meters. You jump on the sled, and you go zipping down the track as fast as you can.
Sweet. What exactly is going to go into that tryout, or do you know?
Well, I'm not exactly sure. We've got an itinerary, and essentially we're going to learn the first day. There's a bunch of class time. I'm assuming to learn the physics of skeleton, which, going into the 5 laws of thermodynamics, it would seem like, mass and acceleration and all that good stuff. So the faster you run and the sleeker you are, and if you pick the correct line, well, that's centrifugal force is going to make you go faster. So it's all about picking the correct lines. Fortunately for me, that's something that my brother and I have been doing our entire lives, whether it be riverboarding, airboarding, or the things that preceded that, tobogganing and crazy carpeting, which ironically also are the predecessors to skeleton.
You've been doing face level sports your whole life, but how do you prepare for an Olympic tryout for a sport that you can't really do unless you're an Olympic athlete?
You just got to do similar motions. Obviously, there's a lot of cross training that goes into it. For me, the draw to face level sports, I guess started as a little kid. And yeah, both my brother and I, have been blessed with some significant athletic ability. Our ability, I think, was just channeled in a different direction than most kids. And, when most kids are born almost these days on a skateboard or a wakeboard or a snowboard or surfboard, for us, we grew up just about as soon as we could walk. Well, for me, skiing, but also doing face-first sports. And so I am incredibly comfortable sticking my neck out, so to speak, at high speeds. And, for most people, they think, geez, that's crazy. You're putting your head first. For me, I love it. And I think another draw, I've got a good balance, but a draw for me to go head first is I get to use what I'm most comfortable using, which are my hands. And so even though I'm not using my hands maybe to balance so much, I'm using my elbows, but I get to use this core strength that's right in here. And just, genetically, I've always been blessed with great core strength. And so to use my balance, but balance where I'm laying down, and to get to steer with my elbows, for me, I get to use some of the strongest muscles in my body, and I think I have an advantage over most other athletes that are competing in these sports. So the draw for me, I don't know, I love it. I mean, I guess you ask Kelly Slater, what's the draw to surfing, or Laird Hamilton? And for them, I'm sure they've been surfing since they were 2, and they wouldn't think about it any other way. And for me, it's the same thing. It's one of those things where I don't know what else to do other than jump on a board and go head first. And that's the first thing I think of when I see a board. I don't think I'm going to stand on it. And yeah, both Josh and I can wakeboard. Obviously, we've got a sponsor wakeboard, but it's not, I'm not as natural. It is second nature for me to go head first. And whereas I've got to actually think when I'm standing up.
So do you ever do toe tubes behind your boat?
Not so much, no. One of the things that I'm really excited about is the opportunity, obviously, to try my face level skills at the highest level. And I'm so grateful and so thankful that both Ice and I, over the last few years, have really kept each other pushing that envelope. And, if it weren't for face level, I think that the application that we have never would have got to this point. So, in retrospect, it's fun to look back and say, how crazy is that? This passion for face level movement has turned into a lifetime of face level joy. And for most people, that's golf or that's tennis. I don't know that I'll ever do that. I can play tennis, I can't play golf with a crap. And frankly, at this point in my life, I don't want to. Maybe in retrospect, I'll look back later in life, so we're here, and I'd say, geez, I wish I would have learned that. But for now, I can't see myself stopping going face first. And I look at some of our elder statesmen that are riverboarders, especially River Dave, and you know what? That guy still is running great water, and he's still just spry as a mountain goat. And that's a real inspiration. So, you know, the opportunity that Face Level provides on a weekly basis for us, almost year round, that affords me the opportunity to go and go train with the Olympic team. I'm excited about that. It's just thrilling.